A while back, I was invited to an event where I knew nobody and my anxiety was through the roof. Then I remembered a little strategy I learned from the book Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz about visualization. I took a deep breath and started visualizing myself mingling, laughing, genuinely connecting with people, and leaving the place having had a good time. Guess what? That night was a hit, and I left with new friends and incredible memories. Today, I'm going to show you how to practice this powerful visualization technique with practical tips and info from the book Cybernetics. One of the most important points of the book is understanding your inner success mechanism. Dr. Maltz says your mind is like a guided missile. It needs a target, and visualization sets that target. So this means that if you just think of what you want the end result of a situation to be, you will lay it out for you to act that way. Doing this actually changes your nervous system when you are thinking a certain way and makes you act differently. We know that thoughts can impact our feeling and emotions all the time, so why don't we use this for a positive application? Alright, next he says, you steer this missile by visualizing where you want it to go. It's your control panel. So this shows that visualization is not just wishing what you hope to happen. It is targeted goal setting that your nervous system can follow and execute based on a plan that was already laid out in your mind. Alright, to apply visualization to real life, Dr. Maltz says visualize success not as a fantasy, but as a lived experience. So I applied this in school back a while ago when I realized that I was a horrible test taker, and I went into every test just thinking that I would fail because I never do good on tests. Well, I visualized not only taking the test, but studying for the test in a manner that's effective and efficient, and then walking out of the test smiling, knowing I did a good job without having to stress myself out over it. This was an insanely good strategy for me because it made me more motivated to study, knowing that I'm studying the right things and I already have the plan laid out for my easy success on this test. You can use this for real life too, with social events like I used earlier, or with, say, you're going up to a girl and you want to get her number or get her interested into you. You can't be thinking that you're somebody who is scared, thinking, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? What you should be doing is close your eyes and visualize her putting her number in your phone and her giggling and smiling and enjoying your short interaction that you have. You do this and you go over like you already know her. You've known her for a long time. You guys are already together anyways. So your mind will not stress you out and your situation will go 10 times better than it would have before. So another point he brings up is that mistakes happen. Visualize correcting them and you'll set your mind on the right path. So this is sometimes you have mistakes that have happened in the past and you're worried that they will happen again with whatever situation you're in. So say you did a presentation and then the next day you have another presentation, but because the first one went so badly, you're worried that this one probably will too. Well, you already have the wrong mindset. What you need to do is close your eyes and visualize and use a time where a presentation went well to help you remember and lay that in your path rather than the most recent one that didn't go well. If you have experiences in the past that go well in certain areas, you can use this to boost your visualization even more, though it's not needed, to even better ensure your success in whatever you're about to pursue. The last thing I have here that is super important that Dr. Maltz says is your actions must follow your mental image. So many people think visualization is a substitute for action, and you can just think of doing something rather than actually doing it to practice. And while it does greatly help and both are needed, you do need to follow through with action too. Visualization is more of a blueprint for how your action goes, but this means it's still very productive to do when you're not able to practice something. For example, if you're practicing a sport like basketball, this was used in the book, people who think about playing basketball just for like an hour a day and then play for an hour a day, and then other people just play for an hour a day. The people who thought about it for an hour and played for an hour did substantially better on free throws than the people who just played. So you can be productive while thinking things out in your mind and visualizing your success. It's a form of practice that you can do anywhere just from your mind. Very powerful tool. Looking back at that social event, I realized that visualization wasn't just about making one night a success. It was about unlocking a method that achieved whatever I set my mind to in life. This is what Cybernetics, the original self-improvement book, showed me. And that's what I hope you're taking from today's video. So start visualizing your success, whether it's a social gathering or a lifelong dream. Short-term and long-term visualizations both work. Just know it does take practice, and the more you do it, the better you'll get, and it'll start becoming a fun thing that you do regularly. All right, good luck with that.